What's happening, guys? It's your boy Uncle P. I am back. Told you guys I was gonna be consistent. I even went to go shave my head, bro. Well, technically, I only shaved the sides where you guys can see. The back of my head still has hair. I'm a bit bald in the front, so what you guys can't see ain't there. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not kidding. I literally just shaved the side just to look a little bit pretty for the camera, man. You know, you got a face like this, you gotta do a lot of work to look a little pretty. Damn it. Yeah, I am smoking myself. Well, guys, as you guys saw the heading below, we're talking Adesanya versus Sean Strickland. Why the hell are we talking about Sean Strickland? Well, for those of you that don't know, Dricus apparently is injured. His last fighter versus Robert Whittaker, a couple of things happened, and bro got a little footy. And then obviously Adesanya decided to go wild and call him names and say all these things that he wanted to say, yada 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 yada. Look, I understand some fighters fight with injuries and some fighters choose not to fight. I mean, this is Dricus' first title opportunity in the UFC, the biggest stage. I think is being smart, not fighting with an injury. My concern is the injury that bad that if you took a few days off, treated the injury and came and then started training, would you have not made it in time? Would you have not be fit enough? Maybe he needs more time to train and prepare for Adesanya. There's a lot of assumptions we can make. My personal opinion, I'm a bit disappointed. The hype behind this fight is insane. Yes, I understand it's a racial hype, and I honestly hope that Dricus can just stop talking about it. He should stop going to podcasts and talking about it, especially if the podcast host happens to be his own teammates. I mean, I watched that podcast and I was very disappointed. I hope that he didn't do that at all. Guys, the reality is we know some truths, some realities, those of us that are locals, those of us that live in South Africa, and my DMs, my inboxes are full of people going, why did you shoot that video? Why did you say that? Why didn't you say that? And why didn't you say, guys, listen, in reality is you cannot call somebody something that you have not experienced with them, okay? I literally spoke in general, you know. Dricus du Plessis is African born. That's it. We leave it at that. Adesanya, Usman, I don't even like saying his name, you know, the heavyweight guy that left. Francis, all those guys are Africans. I saw a video of Timba Gorimbo trying to explain this. I get what he was trying to say. Look, guys, Africa is hard. And when you get the opportunity to leave and do better elsewhere, why wouldn't you? I mean, Dricus also goes and train in America, you know, to prepare for his fight. So in the end of the day, you know, all this nonsense needs to stop. We need to focus on what is the real thing here, which is MMA and fighting. So Dricus du Plessis is out, and there's a possibility that Sean Strickland is going to fight Israel Adesanya. Who the hell is excited about that fight? Who the hell wants to see? You know, Sean Strickland is the biggest racist you can ever find anywhere. I couldn't find a better picture. This is even too small. I really don't give it about this fight. I don't give it about this fight. This fight, for me, I don't even know why it's happening. It shouldn't even be happening. Guys, just in case the video plays here and the volume comes out, I apologize. But I did switch off my sound, just in case. But guys, Sean Strickland versus Adesanya? Why? It's almost like as if they're giving Adesanya a warm-up fight, a cool-down fight, you know, waiting for Dricus, because it just doesn't make sense. Sean Strickland did an interview where he was talking a whole bunch of nothing. And he was asked, how do you see yourself beating Adesanya? He couldn't even answer that question. The reason he can't answer that question, he knows himself he cannot beat Adesanya. So, the thought, secondly also, it's been informed that he hasn't, the talks of the fight are there, but it's not even, you know, proved, how can I say, it's not secure. The fight is not yet secure. It's not confirmed that the fight is going to happen. Personally, I really hope it doesn't happen. Sean Strickland fighting for a UFC middleweight title. We know he's not going to beat Adesanya. We know he's not going to win that fight. So it's just a whole bunch of noise for everybody else. How many people are even going to bet on Sean Strickland to beat Adesanya? I don't think anybody's going to risk their money that way. I don't see how Sean Strickland beats Adesanya. Wait, is he going to take him down? I don't see that happening. Pereira made mincemeat out of that boy. So this fight makes absolutely no sense for me. Paulo Costa is going to be fighting Khamzat. We're going to be breaking that fight later on. That's a fight that would have made sense. I think Khamzat fighting Adesanya would have been a fight that makes sense. But the reason why they will not make that fight is because they're trying to milk Adesanya's fame or whatever it is as long as they possibly can. Adesanya has reached the end of his career. If he fights the fighters that have been put in place, fighters like Dricus. If you look at the fight versus Adesanya in the light heavyweight, I think he fought Yan and how he was manhandled in that fight. That's exactly what was going to happen to him when he fights Dricus. Once they take him down on the floor, Dricus was going to manhandle him. He was literally going to manhandle him. I mean, if you look at what Yan did to Adesanya on the ground, he just ground and pounded and grinded him, and you couldn't do anything about it. He sat on him and played with him like a baby. Dricus was going to do the very same thing, ground and pound and just smash him. Yan couldn't finish him, but I can assure you Dricus definitely would have been able to finish him. The unfortunate thing, we'll never know. And the reality is, I'm telling you guys, mark my word, bookmark this video, Dricus versus Adesanya is never going to happen. Adesanya is either going to retire before that. I don't think Adesanya is ever going to change divisions. He has no problem cutting the weight. I just don't see the fight ever happening. By the time Dricus is ready to actually take the fight, I think Khamzat or one of the other guys is going to be ready for title contention and it will be given to them. I'm glad. Look, honestly, for me, this fight not happening is sad. But I hope that since it's no longer happening, ain't nobody's going to be talking about this whole racial tensions anymore. Let's just drop it, guys. It's done. It's going to get messy. It's going to get dirty. Now you got fighters getting involved in this nonsense and everybody's saying this and everybody's saying that. I even had a fool tell me that the Brewers were here before the Zulus. Yo, bro, I don't care about that. Nobody cares about that. Dricus versus Adesanya is off. Sean Strickland apparently is in. I promise you, I am waking up for 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning to watch that fight. But there is a co-main event in that fight that I'm interested in, and that's the one that we're going to be looking at. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Man. Our boy should have taken this fight, but I guess it wasn't meant to be. I know Adesanya said a lot of things, called him some names, very unnecessary, but I guess it's just, I personally think Adesanya is happy this is not happening. But anyways, guys, you guys tell me your comments below. What do you think about Sean Strickland versus Adesanya? Are you guys interested in this fight? Personally, I don't give a shit for Sean Strickland. I technically don't give a shit for Adesanya either. Because, you know, yeah. Whatever, man. So, it is what it is. Guys, I'll see you on the next one. Catch me break down Khamzat versus Paul Costa. I'm your boy. Peace.